Woo, yeah, baby. I am D, and together we are Guiding Delight. What are we gonna do, huh? What's happening? All my new subscribers, welcome. Everybody who isn't quite to a higher level of energetic, some of this stuff might not make sense. But I don't really like talking about some of this stuff because it could deter some from their journey or whatnot. However, I think it's important and to share some of this information with you guys. You know, just sit back and enjoy it, right? So, what's it like to be the light warrior, right? Put your armor on, transmute some things with some light, right? As it started out, you have to do a lot of initiation phases, right? I'll never forget one time, man, I go through like this sequence, and it's like, I bloody executed somebody, right? Like they were just standing there, boom, fractalized, right? And I was like so charged up, like, oh my God, I'm the executioner. Like, kind of had its play, right, in the logical sense, right? But then I go back and ask my higher self, and I'm like, no, that was just a test, right? So then eventually going through some of these energy sequences and stuff, you know, you become calmer, right? And eventually you're allowed to go in there and see energetically what's holding somebody back, some of the attachments, some of the people standing over them, if you will, right? And kind of free that person up by having talks and stuff, right? But Friday, we talked about the Schumann resonance and the blackness, right? You know, we kind of got knocked off the throne. There was like this reset. I really believe that was divine. There was no interference with the 5G on that one. When it goes full white out for like 20 hours, now we can have a different subject on that. But everything was going well. And Friday night, we had a huge spike. And I was in like my energetic routine, right? Like going around checking on some people, right? And I was waiting on my boy Glitch. I found you. So we had an energetic session before, so I kind of know his energetic signature. And it was about 2 a.m. Saturday morning. And I finally connect with him and see him from an energetic standpoint, from like a 5D, if you will. I hate putting labels on things, but a step above the 4, right? A step above the bullshit. And we're kind of interacting, and he's like shaking his head. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, not good. And he's pointing down. And I'm like, oh, I got this. So I jump down there, right? And what's the first thing that happens? There's like this crooked guy with a top hat on, a skeleton figure, old school revolver. Blows my head off. I'm just like, really? We're doing this again? I'm like, sweet. Turned his head backwards, took his hat, put it on top of my head. So what are you going to do? He looked at me and was like, oh, wow. So I took his hat, put it back on him, and just fractalized with light. As I did that, I stood strong, and I said, anybody else? And when I said that, everything just kind of moved back. Well, when they moved back, saw our boy Glitch right there, right? Flexing out, like, trying to hold this shit back, right? Because he's got the mind power, he's got the willpower, he understands his strength, right? You know, he's going through his stuff. You know, that's why I think it's neat seeing him and his experience, you know, because I was there, right? I've been through all that. And he's doing an awesome job. He's sharing it with you guys, right? You know, it's a fight. You gotta knock those shadows down, right? But so we go down, we push everything back, right? And at that point, I'm able to like kind of transmute a little bit for him, but then grab him, right? Bring that consciousness out of that junk back to the 5D, back to that true purpose, get him in the heart. And then, you know, things just kind of went off from there, you know, a little more high level stuff. I will say we combined energies, so you know, all of our family members, all of our soul families, definitely a lot of power was put into that. So Saturday, I'm sure you guys were feeling great, right? Weekend was good. We had Easter, then we had Earth Day, you know. We're progressing. But, you know, to understand this light warrior stuff, right? We don't have to step into that, right? But some of us choose to. And when we choose to, it's you have to keep your integrity, your respect, you know? You got to have class, right? You're not just going down and cutting people's heads off, you know? someone asked me the other day, they're like, well, aren't you just killing things? And I'm like, no, I don't kill anything. I collapse it. I turn it back into fractals of light, send it back to source. Now, if source approves for it to come back here and keep doing some of the stuff that it was doing, well, so be it. But if source doesn't approve that, then you can't mention it, go on. And there's the kids again. So, guys, just stay in your heart, stay in your power, and the higher ups that you get in this energetical, the integrity, and some of these fear tests, things will start progressing, things will start making sense. And you stay you be true. I gotta get off here for these kids, but listen, put the shields on, battle up, right? Come from the heart. You know, we have the power to transmute so much, but we have to believe it. We have to understand it. We have to know who we are, right? Because if we stand in our power, well, nothing can come into the field, and then eventually your field gets a signature on it, and they're like, oh shit, there's that guy. I gotta go. This guy. You know, the higher self sending down energy signatures to the 3D suit, saying, oh, I gotta go pee. Oh, you're about to shit yourself. Get me away from him, because this could be bad. So do you want to be bad? You know, you want to be the one that's forced it away? You know, come with that galactic heart. Expand yourself. Elevate yourself. Love you guys. Till next time. Peace.